Picture this: an old Transylvanian street, deserted, the stones slick with rain, reflecting the dim glow of a dying sunset. The air is thick with a sense of abandonment, yet the buildings lining this cul-de-sac exude a strange warmth, a mix of golden yellows and deep reds, colors that seem to pulse as if alive. Shadows pool in the crevices where light dares not tread. In this street, secrets run deep, like the veins beneath cracked stone. At the far end of the street, shrouded in mist, a dark silhouette rises. A jagged rooftop, or perhaps the spire of a forgotten castle. It seems to beckon, yet warns, a paradox in architecture. Locals avoid the street after nightfall. Some claim it is cursed. Others whisper tales of a count who once lived in that castle. A man consumed by his quest for immortality. But there is one building that still holds a tenuous grip on life. A lone tavern with its warm lanterns, casting a golden glow onto the wet pavement. It has been here since the beginning, they say, and though it looks unassuming, its story is intertwined with the Count. The story goes that the tavern was once owned by the Count himself, a place where he would watch his villagers and eavesdrop on their lives as if studying them, dissecting their humanity piece by piece. The lights are always on, even on the darkest nights. Some believe this is no coincidence, that the Count's spirit still lingers within its walls, observing those brave enough to cross the threshold. And brave they must be, for it is said that the tavern welcomes those who fear nothing, not even the shadows that stretch like fingers from the castle down to the cul-de-sac. Imagine the stories told in that dimly lit room. The creak of wooden floors, the murmur of low voices. A heavy pint slams onto the bar as the bartender, always a stranger but never a familiar face, listens intently to tales of the Count's obsession with immortality, of his experiments in the castle's highest tower. Echo within these walls, the patrons laugh nervously, as if trying to tell themselves these are just stories. Some say the tavern was more than just a place for a drink. It was a lure. The Count would watch from the shadows, studying the brave souls dared enter. His invitations were rare, but impossible to refuse. A simple gesture, a nod, a word whispered to the bartender, and the chosen ones would be escorted back to the castle. They were never seen again. The stories of what happened to them vary, but one thread remains constant: the Count's experiments. It is said he sought not only to conquer death, but to manipulate life itself. Talk of alchemy gave way to something far darker. Experiments with human DNA, blending it with the unknown. Some believe he sought to create a being that would transcend mortality, a vessel that could house his consciousness for eternity. Others suggest he succeeded but paid a terrible price. To this day, the lights in the castle's tower still flicker late into the night.